Well, it didn't start out real good, obviously. I thought that Auburn did a good job of coming out and offensively just attacking Campbell. He actually had fairly good stuff. Location wasn't good. Landed a couple of breaking balls, a couple of change-ups at the lefties, but made a couple mistakes there in the second inning. I think the two hitters in a row got him the first pitch in the at-bat where he left fastballs kind of up and in. And they, hit the ball hard on him. And, he was only going to go about, I think that we had the limit of 60 to 65 max on him. And I think he was at about 40, 44 it says here. So we just thought, hey, we don't need to take him back out, for the third inning. We were real close to taking him out, but our reliever wasn't quite ready yet, Reindl. And then he got a strikeout, and then he got a comebacker. And then that led to the 44 pitches. But what can you say? Jake Reindl, give up a ball that went over the fence. I don't know what it scored, a single or a home run or whatever it ended up being. But other than that, he really pitched. And that's the way he pitched last year, And, we've been talking all week. We need him, and he showed up in a big way. And he continued to get better as the game went on. His fastball even got better. Velocity-wise, located it, threw a lot of off-speed pitches, a couple change-ups here and there. And gave us a chance to start chipping away and, finally win the game.
You mentioned him getting going a little bit, but he hasn't pitched that well in a while. How big was that for this team to see him come out and give you 7 strong?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, he hasn't pitched that well all year. I mean, that was last year Jake Reindl. And a guy that could throw the fastball 89 or 93, 87, and then with breaking ball and the changeup and give you all different kinds of looks and arm slots. And it was huge for us. When you think about the 3 games, we didn't use a lot of pitching. We got to use some guys that had some experience, and we ended up getting 3 wins. But just proud of the guys for hanging in there. I mean, we found ourselves down 4-0 before we hit in the third inning. So we felt like we could come back. Their starter had good stuff, and he's commanding his fastball pretty good. And then he really started using his changeup to our lefties and kept us off balance. And Burned, he's just a good pitcher. And we got him out of the game, got his pitch count up, and, then just found a way.
Has it been a while since you've seen a guy pass somebody on the bases and the way that all went down?
Yeah, I've seen it before a few times. Usually what happens on a play like that is the ball's hit extremely high and deep, and the runner at first is thinking about tagging or thinking about going back to tag. In that situation, I really don't know what happened. I think the batter runner hit the ball hard, didn't think it was quite going to go out of the park. We didn't think it was going to go out of the park. I thought Heston was going to catch it or was going to hit the wall, and he was moving really good in the front. The first runner, I really don't know what happened there. But I guess he might have thought he caught it and started coming back the other way. The other runner was running hard, and the ball disappeared. I thought it was in Heston's glove, but. Yeah, it was an unusual play. It was early in the game. They were rolling at the time. That would have made it 5-0 instead of 4. But we still had 6 innings to go, and we definitely overcame.
After that play, Butch Thompson went out, talked to the umpires for a couple of minutes. But then you talked to them.
Yep.
Were you upset about something?
No, they were explaining it to me. I thought they did a great job. Jeff Head is a really good umpire, and he was the crew chief, and he's really good about explaining the way the rule is. Last night he got everything right except they moved the runner one over. Probably didn't cost him the game. But today he came over and explained it to me, and I was kind of kidding with him. I said, well, how you gonna score that? This kid get a home run? He kept calling it a home run. I said, you don't score a home run because you called him out. But it was. I just thought that that. We didn't let it phase us, We just thought, hey, we got X amount of outs left, and we can do it, and we did it.
First set had 3 strikeouts.
Yep.
Came up in the 9th. What did you think about the way?
I thought he did a great job. I think after his strikeout with the bases loaded against the lefty, he went out of the zone, 2 fastballs up. I was thinking to myself, I should have maybe just made him take till he got a strike. He's such a good hitter. I hate to take the bat out of his hand because the bat before he starts him out with a breaking ball for a ball. I let him go. It was a fastball, chest high. It was a ball. He swung at it. The next pitch was a ball. He swung at it and fouled a pitch off, and then he got him or whatever. But, we just told him, hey, you're going to get another at bat in this game. He's going to be the biggest at bat, and that's what we always tell the guys when they're struggling a little bit or they're having a bad game. It's all about the at bat, and that ended up at the time it looked like his at bat in the 8th was going to be the at bat, and then he got it there in the 9th, and he came through.
Eric Cole had that big hit for you.
Huge hit. When you think about it, we got, I think about when Fletcher was at the plate, and we had a runner at third, and he had a 0-2 count on him before he knew what happened, and he fouled off a pitch, and he chopped one in the 6-5 hole, and third baseman had make an off-balance play. Just him putting the bat on the ball against that left-handed pitcher, got us another run. And all of a sudden it's 4-2. It's a big difference between 4-2 and 4-1 at the time. You could tell the momentum was swinging to our dugout a little bit, and they were kind of thinking, hey, they're right there. And then, then Reindl got hot on the mound. He kept it right there. And then, so we scored a run there with 2 outs. And then we punched in 2 more to tie it with 2 outs. Shaddy didn't get the job done. Cole ends up getting the job done, or whoever. I don't remember. They seem like running together a little bit. But, and then you think about Heston getting the big 2-out hit. But you think the at-bat that started in the bottom of the 9th, Shaddy was down, I think, 1-2 in the count, ended up drawing a walk. And just did a super job getting on base there.
Dave, can you talk about kind of where you guys are going into this Grambling game and what your pitcher plans might be for Grambling?
Yeah, we'll leave 4 or 5 of our pitchers home. We won't even take them. We won't take any of the 3 starters that just threw. We won't take Reindl now. He was unavailable. I would say that we'll just kind of stick with our midweek starter now. And we've also got Rutledge, who didn't throw all weekend. There's 2 or 3 guys down there that'll go, but Bolden will probably, get the start. He will start, and then we'll just kind of see how the game's going. We look forward to going down there every year. It's a good crowd. It's a lot of, fans from Central Arkansas that maybe can't get up here but one time a year or something, and hopefully the weather will be good for us.
And just kind of the feel of where y'all after the emotion of this sweep and everything.
Yeah, I had a long talk with them out there about that, just to enjoy the Sunday night off, and tomorrow they'll get a weight workout on their own, and that'll be our day off from baseball, and so we get on a bus on Tuesday, and they'll probably really start to think about the game on the ride down there. And every game's important from here on out. We need to win games, and I'll mix it up a little bit, but I'll still play a lot of the starters and go down there and try to play another good ball game. And then obviously on the way back, we start getting our mind on South Carolina.
You're 8-4. You're a game up in the West. Just the crazy SEC. Right?
It's the way it works. We talked about that in the outfield. Not that I didn't tell them we were winning the league, because really right now it's not a big deal. For us as a team, it's nice to be there, but there's a lot of the schedule left. It's that we hung in there after 2 tough game 3s on the road. At Florida, lose 5-4, tie and run on second, nobody out after we'd punched one in already. We left a lot of runners on that game, and then didn't play good defense against Mississippi, and they kept getting big hits, and then we climbed back and we lose 11-10. And for us to come back and have a 5-0 week, and I remind him about that game on Tuesday night where we let a 4-run lead slip, and then we came back and scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th to win it. That we had to earn that win, and it really got us going to to have a perfect week.
Reindl's looked good the last couple of outings. Has there been anything that you've been able to put your finger on, maybe away from the games?
His last outing, he was okay. Not nearly as good as this. He was throwing his curveball when he wanted to for a strike, both sides of the plate, throwing his changeup, pitching backwards. They were looking break a ball, he'd throw 192, and they didn't have a chance. And jamming guys and getting guys diving. I just think that, besides working with Coach Johnson, watching video from some last year's, games, I think finally you realize I don't have to throw the ball through the wall. I just need to pitch, and then I can zip it. And what I mean by zip it is throw the ball 92, 93 when I need to. And that's what he did. He got ahead of hitters where he could just go to work on them. And, we knew it was in there and knew it was coming. And it was a great time for it to show up.
Talk talked a little bit about the defense the last couple of days, but
Yeah.
with the cold weather and everything.
Yeah,
you guys-
I mean, we didn't make an error in 3 games in conference, and that was huge for us. Auburn made a couple, and it hurt them. And those are the difference in a lot of, tight games. I don't think we made an error we might have gone 4 games in a row without an error after making a few too many on Tuesday. So big bounce back defensively, just handling the ball and playing catch and giving our pitchers and our offense a chance to work.
Does this make you consider starting Reindl next weekend? Or
It's a possibility. Again, I think Campbell's the guy as of right now. It doesn't mean Reindl won't be. I really like Jake in that middle role like that, whether it's short or long, to get us into the game or to finish up a game, or if we have a bad start, he's a go-to guy. I think Campbell will probably get another shot next week, and his pitch count will be built up. And I think you'll see him do a lot better.